You're watching MH Nation. Get the latest NBA news, transfer rumors, and match updates fast. Like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead of the game.
Stop scrolling because this is the most insane Lakers idea you will hear all year. A world where Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic end up on the same team in Los Angeles. And the reason this is even being talked about is way more real than you think. The Lakers have been making aggressive moves recently, and it has fans split. Some think they are building something special, others think they are still not close to a championship-level roster. But now a new idea is starting to circulate, and it involves two of the best players in the entire NBA, Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, on the same team. Right now the Lakers are in a weird position. They are good enough to matter but not dominant enough to guarantee a title run. Austin Reeves' health and consistency is still a huge factor. New additions like potential defensive big men would help balance the roster, but even then the gap between them and the top contenders in the West still exists. And that is where this idea gets crazy. There is growing speculation that Nikola Jokic could eventually become available in some form of trade or sign-and-trade situation. Not because he has demanded out, but because Denver has not consistently built a dominant roster around him since their championship run. They have struggled in the playoffs recently. Early exits lost momentum, and questions about whether the roster is strong enough long-term. And when that happens with a superstar, the league starts watching closely. This is where the Lakers always enter the conversation. Because history shows one thing clearly: when a superstar becomes available or even slightly unhappy, Los Angeles gets mentioned immediately. The idea being talked about is a long-term scenario, not an instant trade. A sign-and-trade path where the Lakers could theoretically use assets like Austin Reeves as a centerpiece if Jokic ever showed interest in joining Luka in LA. But here is the reality: this is not easy at all. The salary cap situation makes it extremely difficult. The Lakers would have to carefully manage contracts this season and next, because one wrong move could shut the door on a future superstar opportunity. They would basically be forced to keep flexibility instead of going all in on mid-tier long contracts. Now everything changes because of Luka Doncic. The Lakers finally have a true franchise engine again, a player you can build a decade around. And when you have a player like that, the next step is always the same question: who is the second superstar? This is not new for the Lakers. They have done this over and over in history. Magic and Kareem, Kobe and Shaq, Kobe and Paul, LeBron and AD. Every era has had the same pattern: one superstar arrives, then another eventually follows. Jokic is one of the most unique players in NBA history, a system-breaking center, elite passer, offensive engine from the post and elbow. Pairing him with Luka would create something the league has almost never seen: two primary playmakers who can both run the entire offense. Defenses would not know who to guard first. But here is the truth: this is still a long-shot idea. Denver is not actively trying to trade Jokic, and he has shown loyalty and calm leadership throughout his career. So the Lakers are not realistically close to getting him right now. But the key word is right now. This is the type of idea that starts as a rumor, then becomes a discussion, then becomes a real possibility years later. And that is why Lakers fans are already talking about it. Because once again the league is asking the same question. What happens when the Lakers go superstar hunting again, and this time the target is Nikola Jokic?